Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the best looking t-shirt money can buy. Get Off My TV version 2. Now including Big Show, Kane, Ryback, and the Black Sheep, Braun Strowman. Available now for $19.99. ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. Go get yours today and join the revolution. Join the movement and wear it with pride every single Monday night during Monday Night Raw. Get Off My TV. Once again, now available through my online shop at ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript.
A fraud, a steal, a spiel. Oh, you copy JD from New York. He does news and rumors. You steal content from other guys. You're a effing fraud. What the hell is wrong with Sean's View Entertainment's viewers and subscribers? JD was the one. JD from NY was the one that started news and rumors. Well, it's time to wake up, because I laid the groundwork. I set the table. I changed rumors, news, and headlines. I was the one that started it. I was the one that brought it to the forefront. So you may want to go check your facts. You may want to go check your figures, because it was me that laid the groundwork. Like I said, it was a blueprint where Sean's View Entertainment brought the commentaries. And I don't care if you call it a webcast, a podcast, a forecast, an upload, a download, a preview, a prelude. Sean's View Entertainment brought you WWE news and rumors. And then after me, other people gave their view and opinion of news and rumors. Now listen, this isn't a knock on JD from NY. This isn't a shot at him. But when people are emailing me and messaging me and IMing me and smoke signaling, UPS and FedExing, and they're telling me that I'm copying and I'm stealing and I'm fraudulent and that I am just going off of what they said and off of what they did. No. If you want to accuse, if you want to point the finger, if you want to say who did this and who did that, no. I challenge you in the court of law. Sean's View Entertainment absolutely started his view, his commentary and opinion of news, rumors, and headlines. So I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know where you're getting your facts. I don't know where you're getting your history. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you're doing. But one thing is damnly well sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that Sean's View Entertainment created, started, and changed news, rumors, and headlines. And nobody in the history of YouTube does WWE news, rumors, headlines, and analysis like Sean's View Entertainment.
Oh my God. We have a show to conduct here, people. We have a show to conduct here, people. I will tell you this. We may not be the first. We may not be the last. But I will tell you, is the only fucking channel you need for WWE news and rumors. Right here on YouTube.com. Without question. The number one fucking podcast in your subscription boxes. Right here on YouTube.com, man. I may not be a fucking soothsayer. I might not be a Dave Meltzer. I might not be a Justin LaBar. I might not be a Mike Johnson from PW Insider. I might not be none of those guys. I don't need to be. I'm me. I may not be the first. I don't need to be. People come to YouTube to watch quality entertainment. This is what YouTube is about. If you don't understand that, and if you don't get that through your skull, and this goes out to all the YouTube content creators, those of you who might be aspiring to do what I do on here, it's fairly simple, bro. It is fairly simple, okay? All you have to do is go out and get a microphone and a camera and be yourself. And be yourself. Be entertaining. That's all you need to do. This is a form of entertainment. More people daily watch YouTube than regular cable television. That's all you need to do. People come here for entertainment. I'm entertaining. Nobody will do what I do. Nobody will say the things that I say, and that's why people watch this show. People will continue to watch this show for the reasons that I just gave you. We don't need to be the first. I don't need to be the first. I know beyond a shadow of a doubt the brand that I've built here is going to go well into the future, and it will be noticed. 100,000 subscribers. I've had Thunder, I've had Dank Ops, I've had Michelle Fishman, I've had everybody in Dank Ops camp know who I am. Not because I asked for a shout out, not because I went to them, because of my personality and my knowledge and my passion. That is it, and that's all I'm going to say about that. There's no wars. I'm not starting wars, but apparently Sean must have watched the brief time I was on Monetize This, and we talked about Sean's View Entertainment on there, and him trying to be brash. Not about that, bro. It's about entertainment. Until you get that through your thick skull, you will continue to fail on YouTube. And that goes for everybody. If you are not entertaining, if you're not giving people what they want, you will fail. And that goes out to everybody. I'm not talking to Sean on that one. I'm talking to everybody who is aspiring to be YouTube content creators and do what I do. Simple as that. But I hope you guys found that introduction hilarious and my reaction. I kind of feel like I want to do reaction videos, man, but that's not my forte. What my forte is Off the Script. This is episode 110, part number 3 for your Easter Sunday. Thank you guys for joining me right here on the #1 fucking source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. I got a ton of news. We're going to get right into it. You guys know the deal. Let me run through this very, very quickly. WrestleRumble.com. They are back. If you guys want to put your knowledge to the test, go to the website, enter the Wrestlemania Pick'em, and you could win $500 cash. They're going to be promoted all over the place. Chairshot Reality, WrestleZone.com, and I'm promoting them right here because I'm going to be one of the first entrants in the WrestleMania Pick'em. WrestleRumble.com. Follow the instructions at the website link down below. ProWrestlingTees.com, the best-looking, hottest T-shirt on that entire website, man, for this very podcast. Get off my TV. Join the revolution. Join the movement of Get Off My TV. $19.99, all shapes and sizes. Men, women, children. They ship internationally. Fucking unbelievable, man. If you're going to a WWE event, Raw, SmackDown, house show, represent Off the Script. Represent Get Off My TV. Twitter, at JD4MNY206. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already for the #1 source of WWE news or rumors right here on YouTube.com. iTunes Podcast. Stitcher Radio, iTunes, Podbean, and AudioBoom. I will have a new episode up this Tuesday. We're going to be talking WrestleMania preview and predictions. You're not going to want to miss it. If you're on iTunes, I would greatly appreciate you guys showing some support. We are a 5-star rated podcast. Make sure you guys leave us a 5-star rating. Trending, new, and newsworthy. We're going to take this brand, Sean, to where it needs to be. When you can do what I do, then you can be a normal human being and talk to me and text me personally, bro. Seriously, you don't need to make YouTube videos. Off the Script on iTunes. Go and listen to it today. All the links provided down in the description below. And WrestleCrate.com, JD sent me instant 10% off. Edward Allen doing an amazing job over there with that product. The original #1 crate delivered to your front door for wrestling goodies, man. WrestleCrate.com and on Twitter at WrestleCrates. Use the JD code at checkout. JD sent me for an instant 10% off. Now, finally, WWE might be coming to their senses. I don't know if they're watching JD or not, but this needs to be true, and this needs to be the story that has the most validity of the year for 2016. As we know, Roman Reigns is set to take on Triple H at WrestleMania 32 next Sunday. 8 days away. 8 days away from the biggest event of the year for wrestling fans. Doesn't seem like it, doesn't feel like it, but it is. Some in the know would dispute this, but WrestleMania is a show that all fans try not to miss, even if there are other shows that go on during the year. It is the 32nd version of the show WWE's put on. As usual, there are major matches on the card. It has been rumored for some time that Roman Reigns will take home the WWE World Heavyweight title for the 3rd time in the last 6 months. I don't like that stat, and I'm sure you guys can agree with me on that, making him sort of a paper champion. Due to the rumor of Reigns' title win, there may have been other rumors stating that Reigns will not main event WrestleMania with Triple H. Vince McMahon reportedly feels that Reigns winning could cause boos, which would in turn end the show with a lot of angry fans. This is what I stated on part 2 of Off the Script. If you missed parts 1 and 2, links are down below in the description. The show cannot end with this match, and I know for a fact that WWE will have more than just a lot of angry fans on their hands. They will have a fucking downright riot at the end of WrestleMania. This is why the main event of the show looks to be Shane McMahon versus The Undertaker. If Shane wins, he controls WWE Raw, but that also means it is the last WrestleMania for The Undertaker. If The Undertaker wins, he keeps his WrestleMania status alive, but Vince McMahon also gets to keep whatever Shane has in his lockbox, which we have not heard of as of yet through this entire storyline. Truly, the win for Shane could change WWE, and it could also be the last match for The Undertaker. It makes a lot of sense for this match to go on last. I know some of you actually disagree with me, which is fine, man. This is an outlet for you to disagree. I'm not saying you have to agree with everything that I say, but I'm giving you solid facts and a solid opinion behind it. I agree with those that stated to me yesterday that the WWE Championship is the most important prize in the company. I firmly agree with you. I totally agree with those who said that in the comments section yesterday. More times than not, I would say the WWE Championship needs to be on last. I know how valuable a world title and a world champion is to a wrestling company, to an MMA company. That is the flag bearer for the company. But you have to understand, Triple H is a semi-retired wrestler, okay? No matter how great he is semi-retired. He's not there every single week in an active in-ring role. Roman Reigns is a failed experiment. He is not the chosen one by the WWE fans. I'm not saying that Roman Reigns cannot be the chosen one, but right now, at this current stage of the game, 8 days away from WrestleMania, he is not the chosen one. No matter how you want to fucking spin it, he is not the chosen one, and he will not be the chosen one at WrestleMania 32. That is that. Meanwhile, Reigns might be cheated out of the main event, but it is simply because most fans don't want him there anyway, like I just previously stated. This is a major thing, not just for WWE, but for Roman Reigns. Reigns is clearly the company guy that WWE is putting everything behind. However, Vince McMahon is not very sold on Reigns at this moment. He's actually losing faith in him, according to reports. How true those reports are, I don't know. Though, if they are true, this is truly significant. Now, according to the Wrestling Observer, a.k.a. the Magic 8 Ball, Dave Meltzer, there have been talks of a heel turn for Roman Reigns sometime after WrestleMania 32, earliest on Monday Night Raw, immediately following WrestleMania 32. The crowd entrance being scrapped was really the first case of this, which Joe Cronin actually stated. Joe said this immediately on Out of Nowhere a few weeks back. The Observer notes that the change in the entrance is a sign of a heel turn. But that does not mean that Reigns will lose at WrestleMania to Triple H. The plan is for him to still take the title and hold on to it a lot longer than the other reigns he had. The idea being rumored is that WWE needs Reigns as a babyface to sell the Triple H match. Afterward, without Triple H in the picture, WWE still needs another face. Randy Orton and Cesaro are set to come back soon. Seth Rollins and John Cena are still months away from returning, but are expected to be back before WWE SummerSlam. That means WWE will have 4 key baby faces ready to go. While Rollins is a heel for now, he cannot come back with hate, so he will be a babyface upon his arrival. With 4 there, that would drive up the need for heels. With Rollins turning, there is no top heel to go to. Reigns turning makes more sense now than ever any other time for him. Seriously. Now more than ever, it makes more sense than ever to turn Roman Reigns heel. Seriously. However, this is not something WWE really wanted to do early on with him, as Reigns has been groomed as the next John Cena. But fans have not taken to him, and with the chairman losing faith, something has to give for Reigns. Something has to happen significantly for people to actually genuinely care about Roman Reigns. Fans want to see him turn. They have ever since he said "sufferin' succotash." In fact, that was the day people wanted him to turn heel. Awful. Fucking awful, man. Seriously, that was said in a Roman Reigns promo. A heel Reigns would not only make the fans happy, but it could save the young man's career. Even John Cena got over as a great singles heel before turning into a lovable Boy Scout fans see today. This could be the best move for WWE and surely the best move for Reigns at the end of the day. WWE has to try everything they can with Reigns, and having him go heel for a while is necessary, especially now with everybody coming back, and it's a necessary thing right now to attempt for Roman Reigns. I couldn't agree more. You guys know, who have been watching me week in and week out, how I feel about this. Abso-fucking-lutely, this needs to happen. I don't need to tell you how important that Randy Orton's going to come back as a face. John Cena's going to come back as a face. Seth Rollins is going to come back as a face. Cesaro's going to come back as a face. I don't know if he's going to be in the main event picture. I don't know if he's going to be in the title picture, but he's going to come back as a face regardless. That's 4 key players right there. Dean Ambrose is a face. I mean, if all these guys are coming back as faces and you got Ambrose as a face, there really is no heels on the roster. If you really think about it. Roman Reigns as a heel can go against a John Cena, can go against a Dean Ambrose, can go against a Randy Orton. Seriously. He can go against a Cesaro. He can go against anybody. He could go against anybody. And I've been stating this for months. WWE had the opportunity to fucking save themselves. 5-6 months of fucking torture. Save us from torture. If they just turned him heel at the Survivor Series. Now, within 8 days away from WrestleMania, now there are reports of the Wrestling Observer and Dave Meltzer coming out stating that WWE is just now thinking about turning him heel. This is WWE finally owning up to the fact that Roman Reigns, in his current inception, is a failure. I tell you right now, and you have my fucking word, if Roman Reigns turns heel on Monday Night Raw as the WWE Champion, and we see a scenario in which he stabs Dean Ambrose in the back, and he fucking betrays Dean Ambrose, and we get a program leading up to SummerSlam with Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, I will say this, and I will say these 2 things. Number 1, WWE is listening to Off The Script. I know for a fact, because that's my fucking idea. It's been my idea since November. And you guys can date back to my fucking November videos of Off The Script. I've been saying it then. It was the first fucking podcast I did on iTunes, which I discussed Roman Reigns and my plans for Roman Reigns against Dean Ambrose, and having Dean Ambrose go on a Daniel Bryan-esque run up until WrestleMania 32, with him as the face and Roman as the heel, and Dean Ambrose actually walking out of WrestleMania, giving everybody a happy ending as the WWE Champion. I will say this, WWE is taking my idea. They are listening to Off The Script. That's what needs to be done. Number 2, I will never bash Roman Reigns again. Why? Because I've asked for this. Roman Reigns in this role as a villain, as the WWE Champion, I now will be the wrestling fan that I want to be. I'm seeing something on my TV that's genuine. I'm seeing something on TV that I want. I see something on my TV that I like. Roman Reigns, to me, would be A+. Change the attitude, change the entrance, change his attire, change the music, and give him the persona that he had in NXT. Roman Reigns would easily become this all the way to this. Just like that. You cannot be a great babyface without being a great heel first. Remember that. Roman Reigns rumored to be turning heel on the Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. This is exactly why I stated several times I am looking forward to that Raw more so than the actual WrestleMania event. I cannot wait to see what happens. If WWE is smart, they would save Roman Reigns' career and save themselves a ton of fucking stress and headaches. Roman Reigns needs to turn heel after WrestleMania, okay? Have him turn heel at WrestleMania. Whatever the fucking outcome is going to be, it's going to swing heavily in that direction anyway. Do it. Monday Night Raw would be the best place to do it. I can't wait to see what happens, and it's going to be very, very interesting for all of us following WrestleMania, man. I can't wait. Updated return dates for everyone, including Seth Rollins, Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, John Cena, and Randy Orton. Over the last 8 or so months, WWE has dealt with a horrible hand as far as injuries go. Now I'm hearing The Miz. Someone tweeted it at me. I don't know if this is true or not. If you guys can find any news articles, feel free to post it down in the comments below. Someone tweeted at me The Miz is now hurt at a house show. Don't know how true that is, but if you guys find anything, let us all know down in the comments below. WWE has dealt with a horrible hand as far as injuries go, and it has directly affected WrestleMania 32. Many huge names had to be left off the card entirely due to not being ready. Recently, there were updates on returns of a few of those superstars, but now there is information known about a lot more of them, such as Rollins and Luke Harper, and when they will be getting back in the ring. Seth Rollins was on a huge hot streak before seriously injuring his knee at a house show against Kane in early November. According to F4W Online, Rollins is still on that 6 to 9 month timetable to return to the ring. It was a few weeks ago that he could get back to training outside the ring and in. He has been training very well, but WWE is not going to rush him back from a torn ACL, torn MCL, and a torn medial, I don't know if I pronounced that right, meniscus in his knee. WWE is hoping that he will be back by SummerSlam, which would put him right in that 9-month mark, and obviously come back and vie for the title that he never lost, which I'm assuming will be battled between Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose at that time, and you could probably get that Shield triple threat match in to close SummerSlam 2016. Bray Wyatt still does not have a match at WrestleMania 32, but he did suffer a back injury about a month ago. It kept him from wrestling Brock Lesnar at Fastlane and has likely kept him off the card for early April. Wyatt is back wrestling, though, and he's been in a ring at recent house shows. In all, he ended up missing about 10 to 12 days of in-ring action, and WWE reportedly has huge plans that are reported right here on Off The Script once WrestleMania 32 is over. Speaking of the Wyatt family, Luke Harper suffered a knee injury of some kind in a dark match after Monday Night Raw this week. WrestleZone.com reported that Harper was helped to the back after the injury, put in a wheelchair, and taken right to a hospital. His exact injury isn't known yet. I will have news on that in this very video. Stay tuned. And neither is his return date, but WWE has pulled him from all upcoming dates as well as live events and calendar shows. Neville went down with an ankle injury a couple of weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, and he is due back in about 2 or 3 months. He is scheduled to be part of the multi-man Intercontinental ladder match at WrestleMania 32, but now Zack Ryder has taken his place due to injury. Neville is also set to be on the UK tour after WrestleMania in April, but now he can't be on that tour, and he will be replaced by a returning Cesaro. He will just miss out on the big pay-per-view, but after many months out of action, the King of Swing is headed back to the ring. There is still no word on when Tyson Kidd, Cesaro's tag team partner, will be back in action after suffering a serious neck injury last summer due to a botched or a freak accident with Samoa Joe and his muscle buster finishing maneuver. 2 other superstars also recently found out news about their returns, and they are John Cena and Randy Orton. Orton will also just miss WrestleMania 32, but he'll be back shortly after that and jump back into the ring in April. He's dealt with a number of injuries, and some even thought he may retire, but it doesn't look like if he's ready to hang it up just yet. The news for John Cena isn't nearly as good, though. At one point, it was believed he may be back quickly from his shoulder surgery back in late January, but it now appears as if he will miss a lot more time than originally thought. One of the true faces of the WWE is going to be out of the ring into the summer and won't likely return until July. WrestleMania 32 is a little over a week away, and all of those big names will not be wrestling at the event, but 1 or 2 may still be in the show in some capacity. John Cena and Seth Rollins will likely be out the longest from this group, and not much is known about Luke Harper. As for the injuries plaguing Randy Orton, Bray Wyatt, and Cesaro, fans will be happy to see them returning very, very soon. So that is the latest on everybody. And my fucking neighbors are yelling, and I don't give a shit, to be honest with you, because I'm fucking doing my video. See, this is what fucking pissed me off at Monetize This, dude. I really don't care. And it takes me out of my fucking mojo. It takes me out of my fucking element. Couldn't be myself with Joe Cronin. And I don't really give a shit, man. This is my fucking podcast. I make money off this. I'm building a brand off this. If people can't deal with fucking 40 minutes of me talking, I don't know what... I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. I'm not doing anything. Seriously, so what the fuck's the problem? This is my fucking side job, bro. Leave me alone. Moving on. That's the latest on everybody's injury. John Cena, Cesaro, Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton. They'll all be back, and it's going to be a great, great day for WWE when that time comes. The roster is going to look completely different, and I'm assuming everybody is waiting with bated breath for that day to come, so I can't wait for that to happen. The entire show feel, the entire roster is going to look fucking awesome. Going to be back, and hopefully WWE can give us quality storylines and quality matches when everybody is back healthy at the same time. News on Luke Harper, expected to be out of action for 5 to 6 months. That is the latest report on Luke Harper. Only a few days ago, the rumor came to light that Luke Harper's injury from this week's edition of Monday Night Raw was a torn ACL. At the time, it wasn't a confirmed injury. The truth is that it still isn't confirmed as of this writing, but there is a new rumor circulating about Harper's injury status. According to PWInsider.com, Harper's injury is not only real, it's going to be a serious issue for him and the Wyatt family over the next several months. The sources are claiming that if it is a torn ACL, he'll be out of the ring for the next 5 to 6 months. That's not only going to derail his career, and it's going to make the booking of the Wyatt family very interesting. Since they were expected to feud with Brock Lesnar over the majority of 2016, Harper was going to be an important part of their feud. The Wyatt's power is their numbers. The Wyatt family and their numbers game is what makes them a strong unit. And while he can still appear alongside Bray Wyatt, he can't get back in the ring and fight alongside Bray Wyatt. Technically, Luke Harper is the most accomplished member of the Wyatt family. Of course, Bray Wyatt is the leader of the stable, but Harper is the only one with any WWE title to his resume. That's really, really startling if you think about it. If Bray Wyatt has a number 2, it's Luke Harper. And if his injury is legit, it's going to be a very, very curious situation to see the Wyatt family without him for 5 to 6 months. Now, this is very interesting, man. You know Luke Harper was going to have a vital role in this Brock Lesnar feud. You know that he was going to have a serious role in this feud with Brock Lesnar. And, you know, we don't know if Luke Harper and Eric Rowan were going to make a run at the tag team titles. We don't know how he was going to, you know, play a major role into this. But, you know, we could have seen some epic matches with Luke Harper and Brock Lesnar leading up to this eventual match with Bray Wyatt. I don't know, man. You know, do they go out and get a new member? Do they go out and fill the role of Luke Harper while he's missing? Do they have him appear on TV but not get physical like they did with Wade Barrett and the League of Shitheads? You know, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. They may just fill his role. Maybe they have somebody else on reserve that they can put in there and, you know, keep up that numbers game with the Wyatt family. I don't know, man. The fucking injury bug in WWE is so alarming right now because it seems like it's happening almost every house show. Like, you look at the fucking dirt sheets and you read something on the internet just on a random day within the week and you just see these guys dropping like flies. I really don't understand it. And I don't even know what Luke Harper did to fucking tear his fucking ACL. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he was in the match. I don't know if he slipped on the apron. I don't know. I didn't hear anything about him being in the ring when this happened. So I really don't know what's going on with the injuries. Like I said, The Miz is hurt. Apparently, some of you guys reported that. But Luke Harper expected to be out 5 to 6 months. So you're looking at SummerSlam for most of these guys to come back. SummerSlam's going to be a fucking massive event because they're all going to be coming back at the same time. They're all going to be coming back at the same time. So that is the latest on Luke Harper. Shitty for the Wyatt family. So it's going to be... Now, if the WWE had any plans to book the Wyatt family strong, which the reports have stated, now they're going to have to work double as hard to fucking make them look even better, minus one man. So I don't know what's going to happen. Going to be interesting to see if WWE Creative and Vince McMahon can keep that momentum that they do have planned for the Wyatt family intact going into SummerSlam. Brie Bella retiring from WWE immediately after WrestleMania. Back in early February, Daniel Bryan officially retired from pro wrestling in a heartfelt speech on Monday Night Raw. Ever since then, WWE fans have been anticipating that his wife, Brie Bella, will be following him. The only question is when Brie would hang up the boots and join Bryan in retirement. They have both made it very clear over the last year that they're looking to start a family sooner rather than later. Now that Bryan is retired, Brie is one who is left to the ring. It was reported shortly after Bryan's retirement that she would be joining him at some point this summer, but it seems that it will be much sooner than that. According to ProWrestlingSheet.com and Ryan Satin, Brie Bella will be retiring from WWE either immediately after WrestleMania 32 next Sunday or the following night on Monday Night Raw. Daniel Bryan has recently requested time off from his commitments to WWE, which is why they pulled him from all WWE Access and house shows and that big house show at Madison Square Garden, and Brie has followed suit. It seems they're both trying to separate from the company and move on with their lives. The report also claims that Bryan pulling out of those shows are due to health issues, and Brie is most likely retiring to be there for her husband's recovery. Despite her retirement from the ring, Brie will continue to be a cast member of Total Divas and will continue to make appearances for WWE and other media outlets. This is good. Not really much to say here. They want to be together. They want to start a family. Good for them. Good on them. And Brie will continue and be just fine. She's on Total Divas. Her and her sister are the stars of that show. I wouldn't be surprised if they get some type of spin-off, you know, because most of the audience probably watch for the Bellas anyway. I won't be surprised if E gives them their own show after retirement. That's just, I didn't hear that from anybody. That's just a logical guess on that one, just knowing how the WWE is and being that her and now Bryan are retired and Nikki probably, I don't know when she's going to get back in the ring. Apparently she's going to be on Monday Night Raw, probably to give some type of speech. She's not going to be ready to come back at all, so I don't know what her reason is for being on Monday Night Raw, but reports are stating that she will be there. She'll be fine. She's going to start a family with Bryan. This has been very well documented. Bryan wants to settle down, even though his heart is still with wrestling. Who knows what's going to happen? We may see Bryan again in a ring, not necessarily WWE, but in a ring, period. Brie wants to start a family. Good on them. And, you got to be strong to make that type of decision. She wants to be with Bryan. So be it, man. She's done it all. There's nothing else for her left to do in the Divas division. Let her go on and let her retire and let her be with her husband. Simple as that. Now, speaking of Daniel Bryan, this is interesting, and please take this with a massive grain of salt, okay? And I mean a major grain of salt. I doubt any of this is true, but it's certainly okay to speculate. Now, a lot of people are wondering what's going on with Daniel Bryan being pulled off all scheduled appearances with WWE. He was scheduled to be a big part of the Madison Square Garden show since it was being billed as Daniel Bryan Appreciation Night. He was also supposed to appear on shows in Trenton, New Jersey and Washington, D.C. this month. On Thursday, word got out that he was pulled from WrestleMania Access. And prior to that, we got word that he would be off the European tour as well. The official statement from WWE was that he was taking time off. Apparently, the relationship between Daniel Bryan and WWE remains unchanged as he remains listed on their roster page, so I guess that means he's still under contract with the company. It's worth noting that Brie Bella has not appeared on any shows since March 14th, and she is supposed to be a part of the 5-on-5 Divas match at WrestleMania. She was not at the tapings on Tuesday when they filmed an angle to push the Mania angle. Bryan was in Pittsburgh on 3/14 for an appearance at a children's hospital, which Juicy and Justin LaBar attended, and they both have photographs with Bryan. You can check their Twitters and their YouTubes and whatever, man. They were there. Bryan was there, 3/14 in Pittsburgh at a children's hospital, and he did not appear on Raw as some had speculated. Dave Meltzer noted on his message board that there is a story here and he's working on finding out what is going on. When we find out exactly, who the fuck knows, man? This is when I wish I had the Magic 8 Ball. Apparently, very few in WWE know what is going on. Bryan has been silent on social media. He hasn't posted anything in over a month. For those asking if there is a chance that Daniel Bryan could actually return to the ring, well, the concussion lawsuits brought forward against WWE by former wrestlers Billy Jack Haynes, Russ McGilloch, and Ryan Sakota and Luther Reigns were dismissed earlier this week. So I guess in theory, there is a minuscule, very, very minuscule chance that WWE would allow Bryan to wrestle again if they feel he can pass their tests and if the company no longer has concerns about Bryan's situation being used against them in court. The company has been very careful about concussion protocol, and one of those reasons was this court case. If we find out what is going on with Daniel Bryan, Meltzer said he will post an update. Hopefully things are good. Listen, you don't need my approval for this. If this leads to a Daniel Bryan coming out of retirement 2 months after he just retired from WWE, I am all for it, man. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome? If the WWE now has squashed these concussion lawsuits and he appears on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. That would be fucking unbelievable. I doubt this is going to happen. Like I said, take this with fucking a huge grain of salt. I know some people have stated that Daniel Bryan and New Japan are possibly in talks, that New Japan wants to stick it to WWE for taking all their top talent. Okada is on his way to WWE. They got Nakamura, AJ Styles, Gallows, Anderson. This would be a way for New Japan to stick it to Daniel Bryan. If now he is, getting his health right, could he be lured over to New Japan Pro Wrestling? We don't know. I haven't heard stories on that. I haven't read anything. But obviously, if I hear anything, there will be a random video during the week. And obviously, if I hear anything, or if I don't hear anything by then, and I hear something by Friday, I will report it right here on Off the Script. Concussion lawsuits against WWE dropped. Could this be the return of Daniel Bryan? Take it with a grain of salt, but it definitely is fun to speculate. And finally, guys, to end this week's part 3 of number 110 on Off the Script. No surprise here. Actually, this is very surprising to me, but this is something I really don't care about. Major change to a title match at WrestleMania 32, and a huge surprise planned. Each and every year, it is typical for all the title belts in WWE to be defended at the biggest wrestling event on the calendar. That won't be the case for WrestleMania 32, as the major change now has been made to one of the title matches on the card and taking the defense out of things. Even though it was once billed as being the WWE Tag Team Championship match, they will no longer be up for grabs when the New Day faces the League of Shitheads. But a huge surprise is in store. Just about 2 weeks ago, the League of Nations challenged the New Day to a match at WrestleMania 32. It wasn't known which 2 members of the stable were going to take on which 2 members of the New Day, but apparently everyone is taking part in the match after Kofi Kingston and the company accepted the challenge. Shortly after that, it was revealed that the match was not going to be the one where the teams need to select certain participants. WWE is going to have a handicap match for the tag team titles where all members of the New Day took on all members of the League of Nations. Well, things have changed. Even though it was originally stated on Twitter for the match to be for the titles, they are no longer advertised as such. The WWE website is now reporting that the titles are not on the line, but it is actually a battle for supremacy. Ooh. It's weird that the WWE Tag Team titles are not on the line, even though the match is a handicap match. The description on the WWE website doesn't say a thing about them, but only talks about how the 2 teams are looking to win and be better factions over one another. Which team will assert itself as WWE's prime stable? Can the New Day, backed by Francesca 2 and bolstered by Bootios, overcome the League of Nations? I hate when WWE.com writes something for a match. It sounds so cheesy. Or will the ever-powerful Team League make the New Day pay dearly yet again? Now, the description on the WWE website also talks about how the League of Nations keep on overpowering the New Day in 4-on-3 muggings. Yes, Kofi Kingston, Big E, and Xavier Woods are winning the matches, but Rusev, Sheamus, King Barrett, and Alberto Del Rio are winning in the overall brawl. Do you fucking care? I don't. Who gives a shit? Just give the titles to Enzo and Cass on Monday Night Raw and flip the tag team division upside down and generate some fucking buzz and excitement. That's all I ask. And hopefully that does happen. I'm glad it's not for the titles, because I would smash my TV if I seen the League of Nations, the League of Losers, the League of Scrubs, the League of Shitheads, the League of Assholes win the tag team titles. Seriously. What WWE needs to do is bring out Enzo and Cass on Monday Night Raw, have them challenge the New Day for the tag team titles, boom, 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 switch the titles, turn the division upside down, generate some excitement. Enzo and Cass are now your flag bearers for the tag team division, and I'll crown your new tag team champions. That's all you gotta do. That is all you gotta do, man. And all I gotta do is get the fuck on out of here, man. That's Off the Script, number 110, part number 3. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed all weekend Off the Script. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Check out the description down below for everything. I will have a new podcast on iTunes on Tuesday, so make sure you look forward to that. And as always, the description with all the goodies and information you guys need. And Twitter, YouTube, you guys know what to do. Follow me on Twitter. Tweet during Monday Night Raw. Subscribe to the channel. #1 source for WWE right here on YouTube.com. I'll be back for Monday Night Raw review. Until then, this is JD. This is Off The Script, the #1 source for WWE news and rumors right here on YouTube.com. And I'll see you guys right back here for episode 111. Until then, I'll talk to you later.